Hey everybody, welcome to Clutch City Chat. I'm Damon.
And I'm Hayden, and this is our inaugural episode of Clutch City Chat.
Just give you a little rundown. We're going to go over a couple of topics. We're going to talk about the Kevin Durant move, J.J. Watt, best case, worst case record for the Texans after his latest surgery, and the Rockets offseason moves. And did they do enough? Are they contender or pretender?
All right, so starting it off, how do you feel about Durant joining the Golden State Warriors?
So coward move, smart move, without a doubt, coward move. I mean, I get it. For the longest time, we've given people a bunch of crap, all these athletes, about chasing money and not caring about championships. People give Carmelo Anthony trouble for that all the time. And then finally now, over the last decade, we've started to see players form super teams just for the purpose of getting this. Some are even taking pay cuts. You look at Dwayne Wade, took a pay cut so they can win a championship. I get it, but look back, you got LeBron James, he got beat by the Celtics. You wouldn't see him get beat by the Celtics and then leave to join the Celtics. You don't join the team that keeps beating you over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's what Durant did. I can't get off with it.
Yeah, I hate the mentality of if you can't beat them, join them. It's a incredibly cowardly way to go out, especially when they were up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals and looked to be in the driver's seat to
That was
win a championship.
Curry.
I just can't get on board with that. On top of that, there's no division of
power.
There's no division of power here. The Philadelphia 76ers have, Ben Simmons, who they hope will win 20 games this year. And they don't even get a sit down with Durant. And it's just because it's just not an attractive place to play. And I think there has to be something that equalizes everything. Otherwise, I think the NBA could really suffer from this.
Yeah, it definitely hurts them. It's saturating a couple of markets and it's completely diluting everybody.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. The move itself, the Warriors, everybody's already crowning them the champs. I think they hurt themselves more than they helped themselves.
Absolutely. Man, I think and it doesn't sound like much because they're still going to win a lot of.
They're not winning 73.
No, I don't think they will. They've completely uprooted what made their team good, and it was just chemistry basketball.
Thank you. That's what I was. Okay, you hit on the subject I was going to go to. Okay, so you bring in Durant, great. What people fail to realize, everybody talks about the Warriors and how they win games because they're starting five. No, their starting five is not. Don't get me wrong. They've got a bunch of all-stars. They've got a bunch of all-NBA players.
They win games because they're the deepest team in basketball.
You took away your entire bench to bring in one guy.
Yeah.
One guy. And what did they do? They get rid of all their rebounders. Well, everybody wants to say Andrew Bogut didn't do much.
Well, they also played great team basketball as well. They led the NBA in passes per game.
Yes.
Well, passes total.
Yeah. Assists too, probably, if I had to guess.
And Durant is a guy that's going to hold that.
Yeah.
Durant's not a selfish player, but he has a game that will not translate to Golden State. I think. I don't think it'll be a smooth transition by any means.
Before we move on to the next topic, I'm just going to throw this out there. One ball. Only one ball. Shotgun taking.
Well, and then there's something else that makes me a little mad. There was 5 players in the net rating. The top 5 players with the net rating. I think all 5 of them were Warriors. Or actually, no, I think it was 4. It was Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Iguodala. And I think Durant was top 10. So you have 5 players with a top net rating from last year, all on the same team. 2 of the most recent MVPs, 4 total All-Stars, perennial All-Stars, and a Finals MVP coming off the bench.
It's just funny to me how you could see a team go from the darling in the NBA, the team that everybody roots for, the underdog, and literally 2 seasons later, they're the most hated team in NBA history. Moving on. Going to go on to the J.J. Watt scenario. He, as you all know by now, he's had back surgery. It kind of got sprung on everybody. For those of you who don't know, he played through multiple injuries last year. He had a broken hand, I believe. He had a pulled groin, and he also had herniated disc. That's where
I
this
saw
comes from.
he had a broken arm as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean, Iron Man, and he still wins the defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
What can he not do?
17 and a half sacks. It's incredible.
Insane. So the issue here is they told him to do some yoga, some stretching, get a lot of rest during the offseason. It should help him. Apparently didn't help enough, so he had some minor surgery on his back to repair a herniated disc. Prognosis, they're saying 8 to 10 weeks, which would bring him back hopefully week 3, week 4. If he comes back week 3, you're talking storybook.
I heard 6 to 10, but you know when they told JJ Watt that, he heard 6.
Exactly. But if he comes back on week 3, you're talking New England Patriots Thursday Night Football. It's fantastic. Best case, worst case record for the Texans with him gone. That's if he misses time.
Well, I don't think it's as big of a deal as everybody's making it out to be. They do have options. I know that the defensive end position is a little...
I think Clowney's going to have a breakout year this year too.
That's something I'd like to touch up on. What do you think of Clowney playing the other defensive end spot?
I think that's what's going to happen.
Even if it's just for a couple weeks, and you still have, John Simon's by no means a great outside linebacker, but he's good against the run.
Yeah.
He's a below average pass rusher, which it's a lot better than what you have at the defensive end position to make up for that loss of JJ Watt. So you have Clowney and whoever you're going to start on the defensive
Still
end.
got Will Fork at the middle.
Will Fork, John Simon, Brian Cushing, Bernardrick McKinney, and then
Covington as your
Merciless
swing player that comes in.
I don't think this move is going to, obviously it's going to hurt. He's the defensive player of the year.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be as...
They were the number 5 defense in the league, and don't get me wrong, everybody's going to think I'm crazy. It's not because of just one player. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy. You can't be the number 5 defense in the league because of one player. It still takes a lot of other people.
Well, but it's... The guy does everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything. But I don't think it's going to have a huge impact on...
I don't think he's going to miss any time, actually. I think he's going to.
Even if he does, I don't think it's going to be that. The Chicago Bears don't scare me, which is week 1. Who's week 2?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Well, you'd love to have him for Kansas City.
Please let us get Kansas City back. And see, my thing is, too, it's evident that they want to try Clowney at that defensive end position. Why? They didn't draft a defensive end. They didn't sign a defensive end.
Well, yeah. I think they like Clowney in the outside linebacker role just because of the fact that he can play that edge and keep the containment because he's so good at...
He's a freak.
He's so good at playing the run, and I think that that's the main thing that everybody's really not really seeing and losing sight of is because they see the games that he played. He had 4.5 sacks last year? Everybody expected him to come to the league and be a dominant pass rusher, which he has all the tools for.
You're not getting the highlight plays. That's what everybody's upset about. You're not getting that Michigan.
But he's a consistent run defender.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
I've watched tape on him. I think he's an avid defender. I think he's more than enough of an option there. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. They don't really like to switch things up and do things out of the norm. So I don't think we'll see Jadeveon Clowney at that defensive end spot. I just think that
they like to move guys around. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him in situation.
I don't know. I just think I don't think he's not strong enough. I don't think they like putting anybody in that role that's under 280.
Well, that's why they pay O'Brien the big bucks.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what he does. On to the next topic. We got Rockets off-season moves. Did they do enough? Contender, pretender. What do you think?
I'm a die-hard Rockets fan.
Bleed red.
We all do, but you know. But what it comes down to is you're not going to beat the Warriors. You're not going to beat the Spurs. You're not going to beat the Clippers. Our starting 5 consists of Patrick Beverly, who has...
Maybe Eric Gordon. We'll see.
No. He has little to no offensive game. I love his tenacity, but he's just not a viable option on offense. James Harden, you gotta love what he does for the team, but obviously there's...
I don't care what they say. He's all NBA.
Yeah, obviously. But Trevor Ariza is a guy who didn't play consistently last year. Ryan Anderson, who is missed
Injury prone.
missed a lot of games over the last 3 years, and then Clint Capella, who's still an unproven player.
Yeah.
You have a lot of talent on this roster, but it's not championship talent.
And let me throw something else out there. When it comes to the competition, the offseason's still not over. There's still rumors of Blake Griffin and Russell Westbrook flown around being traded to superstar teams already.
I mean, that's the thing. With all the super teams, and it just gives teams
about that 2010 Knicks team.
Yeah, in lower markets. I'm not to say that Houston's a lower market, but teams that miss out on big free agents, it just seems like there's 2 or 3 or 4 contenders every year, and there's no hope in beating them.
So do we just pencil probably Cleveland and either Golden State or San Antonio into the finals?
I think the Clippers have a shot, but every year they say that and they always fizzle out. But
they fell from 3-1 against us.
I don't see anybody in the East really making a run at it. I see
Derrick Rose thinks the Knicks are super
a lot of people are giving them hype, and I don't understand it. I think they have a good team on paper, but I don't think they're going to gel well on the court.
I really want to see in the Eastern Conference Finals, I really want to see the Bulls Cavs see Dwayne Wade take on his buddy LeBron James with Jimmy Butler in Chicago.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
As far as what I think, I'm not going to say contender because, like you said, with who they have and who they're going against, I don't think they have enough talent to go up against anybody right now. And I wasn't a fan of the D'Antoni signing. I'm coming around a little bit because he has coached with Team USA, he has coached Harden before, but no defense, and that was the one thing we were lacking.
Yeah, that's something that I kind of wanted to touch up on. You fire McHale 11 games into the season, and then you give the keys
off
to
the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, you give the keys to J.D. Bickerstaff, who has learned under McHale for years now. He is going to have this same exact mentality that McHale had. So why are you firing McHale if you're going to hand the keys to a guy that does the same exact thing? I wish that 11 games into the season, what do you have to lose at that point? Why aren't you going hard off of Tom Thibodeau and saying, hey, this is your team?
Oh, yeah, you had Tom Thibodeau out there. You could have pulled Jeff Van Gundy from the booth.
Yeah.
There's all these candidates out there. And then you go and you alienate Jeff Van Gundy because you tell him you're going to keep Dwight Howard, and he didn't want that. And then Dwight Howard goes and signs with Atlanta, who's now predicting a championship, by the way. Good luck with that. All the talent left.
Yeah.
But I don't think they made enough moves. Oh, and then we didn't talk about, Perigioni. That's home run right there.
Yeah.
40-year-old point guard for 2 years.
He had some good moments in the playoffs last year, though. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's going to send us to the top of the ranks of the Western Conference. But
and now we're banking on hoping that Demo comes back, and this is a guy that we traded, and the only reason we got him back is because he failed physical. So,
well,
good luck with that.
I'm not so sure I believe all that. But anyway, there's a lot of talent on this roster. It's just not going to be enough.
I think they're setting themselves up for next year to try to make a big move next year. I honestly think they know that they have no shot this year. They're setting themselves up for either a big free agent move or a trade next year.
But you kind of tied your hands with 2 big contracts for at least over the next 2 years.
Keep in mind, salary cap goes up again. So, and we probably have some people on the books next year.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. Anyway, those are our topics for the day. We hope you all enjoyed the show. Please be sure to check out our next video. Should be dropping pretty soon. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, share. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook. We're at Clutch City Chat.
We're open to all feedback, so if you want to just drop a comment, give us a recommendation on what you'd like us to go over, we're open to all ideas. Thanks for joining us.
Hope to see you all again soon.